Angie, it's your first TV series, Policewoman.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a hard decision to make?
Yes, it was a hard decision. I never thought I'd do a series, at least for another 5 or 10 years, till my daughter was, just at least into high school or something, till I'd be willing to be away from her that much. But I think it's going to be all right. It was so appealing, I couldn't resist. I like the idea of going out and being undercover agent every Friday night.
I think a lot of people think, when you see the title Policewoman, they have an image of Angie Dickinson's going to be in this uniform and the little cap and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen some of the clips, and you're not in that sort of thing.
No, those meter maids look cute until they're giving you a ticket. But I will be in uniform a little bit, but not a great deal of the time. I'll be undercover. One of the early shows, I'm an airline hostess to begin with, so that's flattering because stewardesses are so good looking. And then other times I'll be, undercover skid row, undercover pusher, be mostly in disguise.
And it sounds like the sort of thing that will give an actress such a wide range.
Yes.
That I can see why it was very tempting to you.
It was, I always felt I wouldn't want to be in a series that after 4 or 5 weeks it's just the same thing, because what I do I want to succeed at well. And I think it is wide open, can play anything, being undercover, and really get some acting in there, and come up with some accents and disguises. But the story is the thing. If they can give us good stories full of suspense, that'll be the best part.
Another thing that makes this rather newsworthy, Angie, is the fact that it is a series starring a woman, and the woman is really the whole, the central
Yes.
character. And do you think that this is going to be a trend now? Because for years we've been saying they don't make any movies for women anymore.
Well, it's already a trend because another girl is playing policewoman, and that's Teresa Graves, and she's on Get Christy Love. So already there are 2. And oddly enough, the 2 women that have regular series are policewomen, are policewomen. So I'm afraid you're right, it's already a trend. But I think it will tell us, will the people want to watch women as much as men? Then again, you can't tell, because if the stories are interesting, that doesn't mean that they're watching us because we're women. But if we can hold their interest, then there'll be more women's stories, there's no question. And then Jessica Walter has a series of non-regular policewomen. So policewomen are all over the place. I hope they'll watch mine, too.
Did Bert figure into the decision at all? Bert Bacharach, of course, is Angie's husband. Did he figure into the decision?
Yes, very much so, because I had to leave it up to him. Almost, he had to leave it up to me in the end, but I had to really if I felt that he was wishing I wouldn't take it, I definitely would not have taken it. But he encouraged me. When I was ready to say, no, I can't do it, he said, I think you should. So he had a big say in it.
Yes, because this is a weekly series, which is going to involve a lot of your time.
Yes.
What's your shooting schedule? How many days?
5 days a week, and a week off at Christmas. And we start at 7, in the morning. And you rarely get through much before 7 at night. But I will be through a little earlier than that, so that I get home to at least have dinner every night with my family.
Did you talk to Nikki about it, your little girl?
I didn't talk to her about it before I accepted it, but after I accepted it, I told her that I was going to go to work, and I told her what I firmly believe, because she said, why, she knows that I don't have to go to work, or I would have been. And I said, because when God gives you a gift, you must not abuse that. You must use it. And I want her to do the same with whatever gifts God gives her. You can't just be good and then not work at it. And I do think I'm a good actress. If I didn't, I don't think I could be in it. It's tough business.
You did a thing, Angie, that impressed me very much when we were in Dallas doing an interview just a short time before this. There was a little leftover piece of film, and we were explaining to you the difference between magnetic film and the kind of film that you work with. And you took that little piece of film and you said, I'm going to take that home to Nikki. Now tell the audience why you wanted to take it home to Nikki.
Well, thank you. Because I said, oh, good, I can take this home to Nikki and show her that that I was working, and that this came out of the camera that I was working on, so that she would know that I was away working, not away just on a little vacation or a trip, but that I had to go to work someplace away from her. And then she has a more positive picture of what I'm doing while I'm away, instead of just, why isn't Mommy here?
And you did give it to her.
Oh,
I guess.
yes, uh-huh. Yes, she was fascinated, vaguely fascinated. You know, she couldn't, it was a blank piece of film, so she couldn't
Not
hold
too
it up to the
exciting.
film, to the light, and see any pictures of horses, which she would have loved. But she found it, you know, it just made it more concrete that I was genuinely working.
Angie, I have one last question for you, and it's a quickie. And I meant to ask this the last time we talked, but we ran out of time. What one song of Bert's is your extra special favorite?
Oh, well, that's interesting. It's hard with Bert's music to pick just one, but one that I love very, very much is one of the earlier ones, Make It Easy on Yourself. Have you ever heard him sing that?
Do you know that when I asked him 2 years ago, that's the song he mentioned?
Is that
kind of your
right?
song? The two of you, is that
No,
kind of,
no, I didn't even know he would. I just know it's a wonderful song. It's just a great song.
Because he said to me, Bobbie, I bet you don't even know this song.
It's not that well known. It was a hit once, but you know, those that is not as popular as Wives and Lovers or something. It just gives me chills every time I hear it.
Make it easy on yourself.
And it's a nice philosophy.
Angie, best of luck to you in your
And
new series.
Thank you, Bobbie. Nice to see you again.